Koen is going to demonstrate a special breakfast. This is something that our family it's become a really special treat that we get every couple of years when they come to visit. So Koen's going to demonstrate this.
Maybe you've heard of world miracles like the Wall of China and the Grand Canyon. Well, they're nothing compared to this Dutch invention. It's called hagelslag. Have you ever seen it before? No. I think you have one day.
I have it.
Maybe once. Maybe once, yeah. Okay, I'm going to show you how you do it. Okay. Ooh. Now tell us what you think about it. Tell us what you think about it. You like it?
Delicious. Yeah.
I think this is mine. Huh? Oh, is it yours? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh no! You spilled the hagel. Okay. What?
It's good.
It's good. Yeah. So what do you think?
I think it's delicious, and the last I have zero concerns.
What do you think?
Could you just put more butter?
Oh, interesting analysis. Well, I see an enthusiastic creator of hagelslag sucking there.
Don't in my mouth.
It goes in your mouth.
What do you think of yours?
Hagenschlag. How's my Hagenschlag pronunciation?
Well, any Dutch person hearing hagelslag,
And we have Dutch viewers.
thinks he just came from Germany, but no, it's hagelslag. So
a little more.
Ooh. That's good, eh?
Too big a bite.
So you have to pronounce it as hagelslag, and then it's back in the throat. It doesn't mean anything that you're gonna get something back in the throat, but that's the way we pronounce it. Hagelslag. Hagelslag. Can you say, baby?
Hagelslag.
Hagelslag.
Hagelslag. Hagelslag.
Hagelslag.
Hagelslag.
Hagelslag. Give me some of that Hagelslag.
Doing work. Hagelslag.
Anybody from the States watching this is thinking that this is going to be gross because the sprinkles we're used to are kind of like plastic, little colorful pieces of plastic.
I don't know what they put in there, but this is just pure chocolate. There's nothing else in there.
It's amazing. Sprinkles for breakfast, it doesn't make sense. You have to try the right sprinkles. The Dutch sprinkles. Is it only the Dutch that make this?
Yeah, Belgium, France, or England, never seen them anywhere else. But it's one of the kept secrets that since, what is it, 1936 that was invented, and we've denied to share it with the rest of the world, but actually today is a premiere because Austin is going to share it with the United States of America.
It's going to blow up Hagenslag. It's going to be ruined forever. Amazon is going to start making their own Hagenslag.
No,
that's when you
that's
know.
going to be terrible.
That's when you know.
Prime hagelslag. Horrible.
No, I'd be on board for that though. 2-day delivery. We'll put links below. Can you do that? Ready?
No.
Say it in Dutch. We'll put links below.
1 second. What's a link? Klik op de link daaronder aan het scherm en dan kun je er eentje bestellen. Als je in Nederland woont, dan kun je beter naar de Aldi of de Albert Heijn toe lopen.
I heard Aldi.
Aldi.
Is that?
Aldi sells them too in Holland. Yeah.
I speak Dutch. way down. All right, we're going for an adventure into the jungle.
It looks a bit scary. Do we have any knives with us? Where's your gun?
We're totally underprepared.
I mean...
Wait, I got a knife.
You got a knife?
I got a knife.
Okay, let's...
Got my Leatherman, let's go.
I'm trusting you, Austin. Okay, let's go.
You see deer footprints? Let's see. Which way are we going? You lead
Daddy,
the way,
look.
sir.
Look, Daddy.
Oh, what do we got?
More footprints.
Those are fresh tracks.
Is it?
Yeah, they're all.
Oh yeah, look at
Wow.
that. You can tell they're fresh just
Been here this morning.
how defined they are.
Yeah.
Right? Crispy edges. Over
Yeah.
time they get softer. Good trail here.
See more hoofs?
Koen just asked me how long the batteries last in these things. I haven't used this exact version yet, but in trail cameras or game cameras, generally you can get at least a couple months worth, especially before it gets cold. The cold
pretty awesome.
saps battery life, but this, I shouldn't have to change the batteries. I'm hoping maybe once every season we'll change the batteries.
Amazing.
And we'll check that camera. We'll check that camera when we get back to the house. Oh yeah, those are the good ones.
What about the Bigfoot? Where's the footprints for that?
When I was like 17 years old, I went to visit Koen and Jane. Suriname is mostly the rainforest. And we
90%, yeah.
spend a lot of time exploring the jungle, the rainforest together, and just venture out in the bush. So this is like, we're going out here into the wild of PA.
Absolutely, yeah, wild square meter.
Less jaguars, but probably more Bigfoot. So I mean, you know.
Oh yeah, I would be interested to see some Bigfoot here. So
They claim Pennsylvania there's a lot of Bigfoot sightings.
here in Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's one.
Bigfoot.
You don't know what a Bigfoot is, son?
This Sasquatch. Was it?
Sasquatch, yeah.
Sasquatch.
What's a Sasquatch?
It's, my son's never heard of Bigfoot. I'm realizing a gaping hole in my parenting. I haven't been a good father. Bigfoot, he's like a big, tall gorilla man kind of thing. Never heard of Bigfoot, babe. These guys have spent the last 15 years exploring the jungle for weeks at a time, right? Mm-hmm. Weeks at a time. And I figured it'd be fun to get them on here to show some of the gear that they actually use and depend on. It's not exactly survival gear.
No.
A lot of it's really practical stuff like fans and for laundry and things. But stuff that you could actually plan on having in a bug out bag or a go bag. Just if you're going to have an extended period of time where you're outside, this is wilderness tested and approved by 2 wilderness authorities.
Right.
Take it away, guys. I'm gonna get out of here.
So, to explain a little bit, what we do is for the last 15 years, we're every time for like 2-3 weeks in the Amazon, and we use different tools. And of course, you can be a very professional guy, but we try to do it often with quite cheap stuff that works very well too. Maybe you can introduce.
You better start with the
okay, yeah.
most practical
Very
thing.
important here is the Leatherman. Very
This
well
is a
known to
lifesaver.
anybody. Yeah, this tool you need every single day. She's got a smaller Leatherman. I've got the bigger Leatherman. This is an important thing that you use, and that's pretty obvious, I think.
I think we need to do the guy things first, and
Okay.
then later the
The
more
guy things
practical
first.
I like
All
that.
right.
Guy
things.
things first.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look.
These are awesome hats. We love them. The whole reason for them because they protect specifically against the sunlight, and they let a lot of wind through. And what I like about these two is that they don't have any problem with sweating. so they don't damage the hats very much.
So the perforation is for circulation, air circulation. It just will, it's so much cooler than if it's a closed hat. A lot of people think, oh, I'm going to get one of those bands, but then your head is actually bare to the sun, and you really don't want that. You need protection because you really, if you're going somewhere like the Amazon region, you're really close to the equator, and that means it's going to be, the sun is vicious.
Just have your wall cap on, your neck will burn.
Yeah.
You could have the complete hat that covers the neck
that
too,
also
but
would work.
yeah, I just find them incredibly sweaty.
They're hot. Yeah,
this one
hot.
is more than fine. So with the open mesh at the top and the rim on the sides, it's an awesome hat.
It's a Henschel hat.
Yeah, I wouldn't take another one. To be honest, Henschel is definitely the best. And I hope Henschel sends us a couple of free ones.
Is it expensive? I mean, they can break.
No, they
Rather reasonable.
most of the time they're around $35, $45. You can buy them on Amazon pretty cheaply.
I think I
Yeah,
have a
and
new
they're worth it.
bottle in
Yeah.
there. Talking about the sun and the heat, it's really good to have a good sun cream, and of course it's something you're going to wear every day, so I personally like a more natural one. And over the 15 years that I've been there, I've tried many, and this one, it's pretty worn now. Chorus 50, factor 50 is actually for children, but it's the best one, and it's the only one that has stopped me getting lots of pigment. Before I started using this, it was pretty rough.
That's pretty good advantage too, to keep your wife beautiful, you know, in the meantime. So I would definitely buy that, guys.
And this is also another one that we've recently found out. A friend came to visit and then sent us a box of them, and they work really good. A mosquito repellent, but also a more natural one. Because if you're using that stuff every single day, you don't want to be using full-on chemicals every single day. I still have the stronger ones, but I only use them when it's really necessary.
This is all a bit of an impromptu little video. We don't have all of our equipment with us, but we normally have a solar panel with us that is foldable, 120 watts. You can buy them for around 150 bucks on Amazon, that have outputs that you can charge anything. And for example, one simple thing that I just bought, also on Amazon, is a little battery fan. We've noticed when we're in the Amazon, especially in the evening, the wind disappears. There's no more wind and the temperature is still close to 95 degrees, so like 30 Celsius. So we charge this one during day. It's very simple, a great tool. We've tried it out already, and you just either hang it up or put it into your place where you are, where you sit, and it lasts 12 hours. I'll put up the link later. 12 hours of battery time that you have a cool night, if you'd like that kind of thing. So that helps.
I chose for this one because you could indeed recharge the
both.
battery and then...
And run it at the same time if you would
Yeah.
need to. This is a brand Chinese origin. So we'll send you the link. Yeah. Some of the Chinese stuff, you know, that's the whole thing. We're not professional travelers.
No. And we do
but
voluntary
because-
work, so it's not like we've got
Yeah.
this huge sponsor giving us stuff. So
But we've been doing this for
we look
15
for
years.
the
for a long
cheapest
time.
option that works.
We don't all get free.
Get this back.
Oh,
So a bag we just
that's
got.
right, we just got it.
Yeah, we just got this one. We've tried out many different kinds of bags. Is this North Face, and it's the double bag that's waterproof from North Face. And actually, we like it a lot. We tested it out in the store. It has good packing space. As you can see, it's already pretty much full. We're going back to the Amazon the coming
But the
days.
reason that we chose it was because it doubles as a backpack.
Yeah.
But we don't have to walk far,
So you have the
and
two
so
strips.
that's why we like this one, because you can
Two straps.
carry it then.
Yeah.
It's not great for long distances, I think, but that's not what we need it for. Before I used to have to put all my clothes in dry garbage
bag,
bags.
just keep them dry. Yeah, we had good backpacks, but
They weren't waterproof, so I'm hoping that this will, because of course if you're on a small dugout canoe that's going at a speed up the river, your clothes are going to get, your bags are going to get splashed and wet, so that's why we chose for this one.
so that's one thing. Let's do last things that Jane uses.
Because you don't always eat the food that you like, and you don't always get the nutrition that you need, we also take supplements. This is one of them. A greens boost or superfood powder, and you just mix it with a glass of juice that you don't have to have refrigerated necessarily, and you get a lot of goodness out of it, and often enough vitamins and minerals for the whole day, depending on the supplement that you have. Practical things. I pack all my bags and my clothes in these kind of bags. This one's obviously mine. He has black one. That helps because he doesn't go rummaging through my clothes, then making a mess. So that is practical also with packing. And when of course you're going to go somewhere and you have to live out of your bag. And I'm sure you know what that's like if you have to rummage through looking for something. You don't want to waste time doing that. So this helps. You got one bag for smalls, one bag for t-shirts, one bag for decent clothes, that kind of thing. That's that. Toiletries bag. This is a good one that I recently bought. I don't think it has a make. Small and compact, that's what you need. And then I have the travel bottles.
Simple stuff that you buy just for a couple of bucks.
Because you just need enough for 2-3 weeks. These bottles usually are enough. And then this, of course you need to do your washing. So I always have a washing line with me. And I also always take pegs and a scarf or a piece of fabric with me because you're going somewhere where people bathe in the river and they don't mind if everybody sees them. And sometimes you stay somewhere, if you get a house to stay in or a hut and you'd like a little bit of privacy, then some fabric and some pegs come in really handy in combination with your washing line. You can make yourself a little bit of privacy. So that's just a practical thing.
Why do you use it? And I mean, it doesn't sound as fun as a fishing line. I mean, but can you explain a little bit about a washing line?
So the reason that we use washing lines is because, and they're pretty handy, you stick your t-shirt
you don't actually
or
need pegs for this one. You can just slip your clothes in between the two lines.
You buy these for like $5 on Amazon, and the handy thing is you sweat a lot. You sweat so much every single day that you have to pretty much wash every day a little bit.
Yeah, and sometimes you're staying in a hut with no walls, so having this stuck on one pole and on the other pole, and then with some pegs and this hanging on it, you've made yourself a wall, and you've made yourself some privacy.
I like that.
That's just.
Never heard of a washing line.
No, yeah.
There you go. I have a new one actually that has pegs on it.
So you stick your clothes in there and just throw it in the river?
No, this is where this comes in. This is my new baby. This is a scrubber bag. Look at this. This is amazing because I always had to go down to the river and wash with the local women and my back couldn't stand it. This is like one of those waterproof bags that you take when you go on the river. I don't know if you've seen them. Normally you can get them, but they've adapted this by putting in a old-fashioned washing board. What you do is you fill the bag up to a certain point with water. You add a small amount of liquid detergent. You roll it up.
With the clothes, of course.
With your dirty clothes in. Sorry, forgot that. And then you scrub it on the scrubbing board. And they say, I haven't used it yet, but they say that if you do it for 3 minutes, your clothes should be clean enough because you're rubbing them on that board. And then when you're done washing them, you take it out, empty the water, wring your clothes so that you get most of the soapy water out. Then you fill it with fresh water. You put your soapy clothes back in, and then you repeat the process. You do the same thing again. And rub it again for another 3 minutes. And then voila, you've got clean clothes.
Really?
That's pretty cool. That's a camping thing right there, man.
It is. It is. I
Have you
think.
used that yet? Or?
I haven't used it yet.
It's pretty new on the market too, and they're the only ones that make something like that. They're around $50.
Everyone
Expensive
that has bought this has written fabulous reviews, so I am not in doubt that it's going to be excellent. I can later on. I'll show you some. I'll send you some.
a little update from the Amazon.
Yeah.
So there you go, scrubber bag, guys. Thank you very much. I will be thinking of you when I'm washing my clothes in the Amazon.
And if you want to have us try out literally in the Amazon and send you some photos from the bigger ones, the bigger versions,
They have backpack
contact
versions
us
as well.
on Homesteady.com.
We'll send you some pictures of our hammocks. We also have found very fabulous hammocks.
We're using Hennessy hammocks. They're pretty much the Rolls Royce of hammocks. They're not cheap. They're around $300 per hammock, but they include a mosquito net and they include a little roof that you span right over the top. and you enter in them from the bottom side. So you open the bottom, you go in and it closes automatically. And they're completely sealed from all spiders, insects or anything. And we've been using that for quite a long time.
Saved us a lot of time because before we had a separate hammock and mosquito net and then you'd have to tie the ends so that nothing got in them. This is fabulous and boy do I feel safe.
But then because in the night it gets colder, a sleeping bag, great guys. If you want to buy a real expensive sleeping bag, good luck to you. This is only 15 bucks. And this is the only thing you need because the temperature drops, but not that tremendously. This is just a cotton sleeping bag liner you could say, but it's fine and more than enough that you need right in the Amazon in the night. So that's the whole point of what we do. We don't buy expensive equipment. We buy once in a year, cheap but good stuff that works. We like testing stuff. We take enough with us.
Well, sometimes a lot of things can be solved with Ziploc bags. Awful lot of things. If you're traveling on the Amazon and you have a telephone, you don't have to buy an expensive water cover. You can just put it in a Ziploc bag and it works just as good. Obviously it's not reusable for weeks on end, but it'll work for a week.
I was maybe thinking of suggesting Apple with their new iPhones to sell them with Ziploc bags, you know?
The OtterBox Ziploc bag.
We've got other things, you know, proper waterproof stuff.
Yeah. So it's just to give you an idea, we have much more stuff, but we're just getting back to the Amazon and we have all of our equipment there. But we'll send in some couple of videos to follow up and to show you the real life story. Jane and I, my name is Koen, I'm Dutch, she's Welsh. We both watch we watch both the Homesteady. We both look at the Homesteady videos. So if you have any questions for us, then who knows, one day we'll answer them. If there's internet in the Amazon.
Yeah, but keep watching because I'm sure you enjoy the Homesteady videos as much as we do.
Definitely. Thank you guys.
Awesome. That's good.
All right, I think we better get up because I saw...
We just finished raising all these ducks. Why are we getting rid of them now? Are our goats finally healthy again after treating them for worms?
A couple days, the color started to return in her eyes. And you can also see her body conformation. Lacey had been overweight, then she was looking underweight.
And are my son's Sussex chickens turning out to be a really good Homestead breed or not? One of the reasons we got this Sussex breed is because they were a good dual-purpose breed. Find out in tomorrow's video where we update you about things going on the homestead. If you liked this episode and you plan on purchasing any of the items Koen and Jane shared, or anything period on Amazon, up in the URL bar type in www.amsteady.com. It will forward you onto Amazon, but any purchase you make will get a small bonus from. It helps us produce this show. If you like this show, you can help us to produce it without spending a penny extra when you do all your shopping through amsteady.com. Thank you.